Now, there's a video going around with a apparent porn star complaining about another porn star that burned her. If y'all haven't seen the video, man, check this out because I want y'all to see us to get the context of what I'm about to get into. So check this out.
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci3rdLeg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was going to send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research. And it is my fault.
All right, so y'all seen it, right? Now, I want to say this, man. Shorty, you suck pipe for a living. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to be funny. You take it up the ass and you take it, you know, your vagina, you take it in the mouth, whatever you do. That's your lifestyle. That's what you do for a living. You're a porn star, right? And that's cool. But sucking pipe for a living is like selling dust.
You lying? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful what you do. You got to be careful how you move. Now, with that being said, man, she now is blaming the other guy, right? And saying that, oh, he burned her.
Gucci3rdLeg burned me with HSV2.
And, you know, everybody should, this guy's a bad guy, XYZ. Now, I'm going to get to him in a little bit, but let me say this. Like I said before, when you're doing that kind of, when you live that kind of lifestyle, you really got to be careful because straight up, this is her fault. Straight up and down. This is her fault because in what part of the world do you have sex and not get people's test results? Like, I'm not saying I'm an expert at porn stars or whatever they do, but I know for a fact that's like an industry standard. If you're gonna have raw sex, you definitely gotta have some, you know, STD screening or something to prove that you're clean. Now, it seems to me that this chick at the time, she was new to the industry. She just wanted to work with a big name. And he said it. I think Gucci3rdLeg said it. Yeah.
I was creative for even working with her. But just knowing how desperate she sounded, how eager she was. She said she needed money to make for her, you know what I'm saying, like for her rent. She said she needed to make money for her mom. I really just wanted to make a lot of content. So as y'all see, me and Danae shot 4 videos that day. The first video, nothing. As you see, I have nothing. I have no reactions. I have no marks. I have nothing. As we started to film, constantly filming, we filmed 4 scenes. On the last scene, of course, when she's orally, you know what I'm saying, like she's giving me oral, but like it's very aggressive. Sometimes her teeth might start scratching me, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. We filmed 4 scenes. And you trying to tell me the first time, you know what I'm saying, we ever did anything, you saw a bump and didn't say nothing?
He said, you know, she was new to the industry, right? Yeah, she was new to the industry. So basically, she wanted to get to the bag, you know what I'm saying, get her name out there and, you know, XYZ, because she's a newbie. So boom, she hits him up. You know, they like, no test results came up, right? You know, he said he had a sore on his genitals or whatever. And apparently that was not a deal breaker because she still went on and did the scene anyway. And now about 7 months later, I guess when she's now now she has to deal with the consequences, right? Because she did the scene already. She made her money already. But now she has an STD that she's stuck with for life. So this is when reality sets in. And unfortunately, man, reality is often disappointing. I keep telling you folks that. Now, if she was A smart person, she would have not say, listen, no money or no amount of notoriety is worth my sexual health.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
You know what I'm saying? That was not the case for her. She went ahead and did it anyway because what? She wanted to take care of her bills or whatever. She wanted to make the bag.
For not saying this 7 months ago, I was scared and I was making so much money.
So she went out and did what she did. You get what I'm saying? Now, Gucci3rdLeg, I'm not entirely surprised because he said like he had a couple hundred bodies. I remember he did an interview some time ago. He said like he had a couple hundred bodies, right?
Last year my body count was like 3,100, but I was really, I didn't feel too bad about it because my ex-chick down in the body had like 2,000 or whatever, but so it was like when I was dealing with my chick, she couldn't really be like, oh, your body count's too much because her body count like 2,000. My body count like 3,000, so it's like, damn, like I ain't feel too bad about it, honestly.
So it's really crazy to me that people, you know what? You know what's crazy? It's crazy to me that people in general, whether porn stars or not, just have sex raw without knowing the other person's status. It's insane to me. And this situation with this alleged porn star, and that, you know, that this entire situation is basically a microcosm of what goes on in the world. Man, if y'all don't know, did y'all know that there's so many babies being born in Houston right now with syphilis? And that is due to basically people just being irresponsible. Strictly just people being irresponsible. People just want to have a good time. People don't want to think about the consequences of nothing, right? People just want to have sex and have a good time. And unfortunately, being irresponsible comes with consequences. And that's exactly what you're seeing here in her situation. You feel me? So I don't want to hear none of this complaining. I really don't care about her complaining. I look in the comments, I see mad people being, oh, it's okay, you know, you're a good person. I don't want to hear none of that shit, man. That's what's wrong with society today. A lot of people are too coddled. Like, they make bad decisions and they'll never learn from them. Because whenever they make stupid decisions, you always have some idiot out there that's, instead of holding them accountable, they're going to try to justify why they did what they did. That's why society is so messed up. You feel me? Because you have idiots out there who openly coddle people who clearly made terrible decisions. And instead of holding them accountable and making them learn and move forward, you coddle them because you care about their feelings. You get what I'm saying? Man, I'm not with none of that BS. I'm not with none of that BS. I'm not with none of that nonsense they got going on. I could give a damn about your feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to be an asshole about it every single time, but you got to somewhat hold people accountable. You got to let people know when they F up, basically. And I think that's what's wrong with the society today. This girl clearly messed up. Now she's blaming everybody but herself.
That whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci3rdLeg burned me with HSV2.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to absolve that guy for what he did because that's messed up too. But at the same time, like I said, if you suck pipe or you sell dust, you're operating within a risk. And it's your responsibility to make sure you don't get caught up. So when you get caught up, don't get mad at nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my take on the story. Accountability. So especially with women, so many women I see, I feel like they lack accountability because society allows women to get away with so much. You know what I'm saying? They could get away with so much. And I think that basically, I think society allows it because if you look around, man, so many women have told blatant lies on men, right? You have women out there who, like Michael Irvin, for example. Michael Irvin worked for NFL Network. And you had this woman come and lied and basically said he sexually assaulted her, right? And video evidence came out. Everything came out. He beat the case. He didn't do it. He was innocent. But what happened? Was that woman penalized for what she did to his career? No. She's still living her life normal. She's still walking around being free as a bird. No accountability, no consequences for nothing. That is why a lot of women, I'm not saying all women, because you have a lot of women out there. Shout out to those women. You have a lot of women out there who are in touch with reality. You get me? But you also have a lot of women out there who are out of touch with reality and who are just straight up narcissists and think that they should not face the consequences and they're not accountable for nothing. And society, like I said before, allows this kind of behavior. we got to put an end to this, man. We got to put an end to this. I'm sorry, you know, that whole situation about, you know, getting burned. It's a sad situation, but guess what? That's the life you live. That's your fault. That's 100% your fault. You got to be careful. You got to know how to move, and you got to protect yourself at all times. You get what I'm saying? So the word of the day is accountability, man. The minute people start being more accountable for their actions is the minute the world is going to be a better place. Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, all right? That's all I got for y'all today, man. Y'all be safe.